it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Hey, what's up, casual film peeps? Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to talk about Matrix Resurrections. Now, let's not beat it around the bush. I ain't going to waste much of your time. I'll just tell you guys right now, this movie sucked. And we're done. Now, in all seriousness though, yeah, sorry to say this. I don't know if you guys seen it already or anticipating to watch it. I just letting you know right now, obviously all movies are subjective, but if you guys want to save your money or even save your time, in this case, if you're trying to watch it in HBO Max, if you have a subscription, save your time. Better off doing something else or watching the actual old Matrix, the first one. That is 10 times, 100 times, quadruple times better than this one. And I hate to say it, even the sequels, the second Matrix and even the third one, the worst one at the time, are a lot better than this one. And that's not saying much. So save your time if you're planning on watching this in streaming, and definitely save your money if you're deciding to watch this in the movie theater or even in IMAX. I don't know if it's going to be showing in IMAX. I don't think it's worth your time or money. Just let's leave it as that. Now, before I move forward and give you guys more details on why I didn't like this movie, and there are some redeeming qualities, but for the most part, 95% I would say of it is not good. If you notice, the background is a little different. I'm actually in Las Vegas visiting family. I'm in my sister's house right now, so it's I'm here for the holidays. Obviously, in the background, you can see a Christmas tree. And yeah, it's very festive. I just got here and decided to watch this with my brother-in-law. And off to a bad start already for these holidays, but it's no big deal. I already have the subscription, so I already knew from watching other people's videos, reviews, and even from that IGN review. And to be honest with you, even before all that, I wasn't really looking forward to this or excited because, like I said, the last two sequels after the first one wasn't worth the watch. I mean, they progressively got worse. I actually liked the second one. I mean, most people hated the third one, but there were some good scenes in the third one. I think the fighting and the action were a lot better than the second one overall. The second one, though, I would say 75% of it was pretty good. Adequate, I should say, not like pretty good. But yeah, neither one compared to the first one, obviously. And then this one should have not been made. And I don't even know the reason why it was made. I mean, okay, I'm going to spoil this just a little bit. I'm not even going to do a spoiler review on this. That's why I'm going to spoil a little bit because I don't think it's worth my time. I was contemplating not even reviewing this and spending time to even do this and do all the editing in this video because this movie's not even worth it. I barely finished it. I had to stop it a few times, go to the restroom, eat, watch other shows, watch other YouTube channels. I think that was time better spent than watching this movie, but it took me a couple days to finally finish this movie, and I don't usually do that even for bad movies, but this was just especially bad and boring. But I feel like I owe it to you guys to at least give you my thoughts and try to save you guys the trouble if you guys are on the fence. If you guys are going to watch it. I mean, I'm not here to tell you what not to do or what to do. Just go ahead and watch it if you are going to watch it regardless. I mean, you might like it. I mean, right now, I think it's at 70% in Rotten Tomatoes, and that's actually still above average. Average is 50, so in my opinion, but above average. So there are people that liked it, but there are a lot of people who didn't, and I'm one of those people. So, and from all the reviewers that I've watched in YouTube that I trust, or at least kind of can see their point of view, all of them did not like this movie, from not liking it to hating it. I am more in between. I think that there are some, like I said earlier, some redeeming aspects of it. The concept alone was, I mean, it's a good concept, but I think it was just executed poorly. And obviously there was some political BS and with Hollywood, the woke Hollywood, as a lot of the reviewers in YouTube calls it. I mean, it's not like in your face, but it's there. And I can actually deal with this, something like that if it's there or if it's in the background. Even Spider-Man, which I loved, the newest Spider-Man movie, there's a little bit of wokeness in there, but it's like it's barely there. If you blink, you will miss it, kind of deal. So that's great. I mean, have it there, but just don't be in your face. Well, this one thankfully wasn't, but at the same time, I noticed it, and maybe that's because I'm, even as a casual moviegoer, I've seen enough movies in my lifetime to pick those things out, and not on purpose too. It's just automatically, but nevertheless, yeah, it's there. But that's not even the reason for the movie. It was definitely self-aware and too meta, and that's the same thing you'll be hearing in a lot of these reviews, in YouTube especially, that they are self-aware, meta, and nostalgia for nostalgic's sake. Spider-Man No Way Home is definitely fan servicey and nostalgia, but it served the story. There's a purpose to it. I actually don't mind all that if it serves the story and there's a purpose. And Spider-Man had that, and they did that flawlessly, I think. Whereas in this case, the opposite of it is true. Like, they put it there hoping for, whoa, that was from the first one, or whoa, this happened there or that. And it's like, I remember that, but it just wasn't executed right. And the spoiler that I was going to get into is this. And like I said, if you guys still don't want to hear spoilers, go ahead and pause, watch the movie, finish it if you can, and then come back to this at this point of the video. But the spoiler is Warner Brothers was actually name dropped in this movie. Freaking Neo, Thomas Anderson, is a game developer. And guess what game he developed? Matrix. All 3 sequel Matrix games. I'm like, what? That's so stupid. Like, in a way, it kind of like negated all the other Matrixes, especially the first one, the groundbreaking, the best one of all. They cannot top Matrix. They should have just stopped right there. I think they should just stop at that Matrix movie. And yeah, I don't know if it made a lot of money. I don't remember. It's like over 20 years ago. However, I know a lot of people really love that movie. And so it must have been really successful, blockbuster hit, and first of its kind, ahead of its time type movie. So that happened, and it should stay that way. But, Hollywood being Hollywood, it did make money probably, so because they made sequels, and it was that popular. Spider-Man No Way Home, there's going to be a sequel. There is no way. I know they're like trying to make it a trilogy, but there's no way they're going to make a sequel to that. And if not, it's going to be a reboot or rehash of a Spider-Man movie. They're just going to make more Spider-Man movies. There's no doubt about it, because it made a lot of money. It's making a whole buttload of money right now. Whereas this Matrix, no one really asked for this. I know I didn't. I know a lot of people didn't. Like I said, it progressively got worse from the first Matrix. So why would anyone be calling for more of this, So it doesn't make sense, But yeah, nevertheless, Warner Brothers was name dropped. Neo is a game developer, and Warner Brothers were saying in this movie that the people want more of the game, so he has to make another sequel. Whereas, which translate like people are wanting for more Matrix movies, which is not true. So I don't get it. I don't get the mentality. I don't get the writer's pit. When all the writers come into one room and decide how to write this story and how to develop this story, and came up with the idea that they should go this route, and then what kind of dialogue that should be in it, and then how the story's going to play out, that kind of thing. It's stupid. And in the end of the day, or the end of the movie, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, because now it's like you're left with even more plot holes, and the plot holes are evident throughout. And then the glaring. I get it. The rumor, or maybe it is true, but the reason why they didn't put the actual Morpheus character in there is because I guess Morpheus died in the video game. In a video game that I never played, but he died. And the way he died in that video game was stupid. yet the character is still there. So why not just cast freaking Lawrence Fishburne? You know, at least have the characters or the actors save this movie in a sense where it won't be completely bad. You know, now it's just like this other guy, I forgot his name, Abdul Matiz or something like that. Sorry if I don't know him, but I mean, he's a good actor, but he didn't fit this movie at all, especially playing Morpheus. It doesn't, it just explain why he was him instead of actually Lawrence Fishburne, but it doesn't make sense. And then you got, what else? Man, I total blank. You see, this is how forgetful the movie is. I mean, obviously Trinity is there and Neo is there, so I'm glad that Keanu Reeves is there, and Carrie-Anne Moss is there, so good. They're there to reprise the roles. I mean, in a way, it's kind of their movie anyway, but I always thought it's the three of them, right? You know, him, Keanu, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Lawrence Fishburne's characters, all three of them. But, and then, of course, the main baddie, Agent Smith, you know, played wonderfully by Hugo Weaving. I don't know why. I mean, maybe he doesn't want to go back to this, and he was very smart to do so, but don't know why he's not in this movie, and even though the character is still there, just doesn't make sense. It's like a big freaking glaring error in my eyes, and it's distracting. You know, CGI is awesome, the action, something, it is what it is. It's serviceable, but the most annoying and distracting thing, in my opinion, was not seeing those actors play those characters, even though those characters exist in this world. And it's just like, it lost me for the first two acts, and I'm usually pretty good about, you know, tracking and following with the story. Very few movies really lost me, and I didn't even get lost with The Matrix. I figured that out real easily, and I was able to follow along, and the sequels as well. But for this one, I was like so confused. I was like, wait, is this a movie for the movie, or well, like, what is real? Like, which came first kind of deal? Or I don't know. It's just, I mean, all over the place here because I'm just kind of trying to wrap my head around what I just saw. I felt like this was too long, boring. Fights was just okay. Acting was okay. Story sucks as freak. I hated the story. I hated the execution. I'm kind of pissed off that this actually even existed. So yeah, that's it. I'm done. I don't want to ruin the rest of my vacation here. I don't want to ruin my holidays, and I don't want to ruin your guys' holidays. I'm sorry if you guys are looking forward to this movie. I'm sorry to say that this movie sucked. I don't mean to do that to you guys, but I feel that I owe it to you guys to be honest. If you even care about my opinion, if not, like I said, if you guys still want to watch it, by all means watch it. Hopefully you guys like it. I didn't. I hated it. Give it a 0 if I could, but I'm not doing grading scales. No point in that. This movie just doesn't even deserve that anyway. So, yep, that's my review of The Matrix crap erection, whatever. So, anyway, that's all I have for today. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And until the next video, I'll see you guys soon. Stay casual. Bye-bye.